When was the last time you did the right thing?
It's been 43 years.
I don't think I've ever done the right thing.
Well, how do you define the right thing?
That's true. It is subjective.
They should make a movie about that.
Yeah.
What a good cold open.
Yeah.
You know, it's ironic that we're doing a cold open because the movie is actually quite hot.
It is really
That's
It's a
hot.
very
true.
important part of
It
the
takes
movie.
place on the hottest day of the summer.
Yeah.
Do the
All
Alex,
right.
do the intro. You never
Someone do the intro.
Mm. Welcome back to Real Den. I'm Alex.
I'm a Smone.
I'm Sam. And I'm Avery.
This is a podcast where three film buffs recommend a film to their non-film buff friend, Avery, and then she tries to recommend a film to us.
Lots of energy from you today.
I know, I'm so full
Yeah,
of
this is
energy,
good.
guys. This is great.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. We're talking about, do the right thing in Booksmart.
That's
Yeah. Which is, I feel
This
like...
is a strange pairing. This is a really strange
It is a
pairing.
strange pairing, but I feel like...
It was
I feel
the
like
right
it's-
thing.
It
That's
was
not
the
what I
right
was
thing
gonna
to
say.
do.
Oh! No, but maybe it's just because I feel like... Other than maybe, like, Uptown Girls, we haven't really... Avery, you haven't really recommended any other, like, coming-of-age,
Any
like, type
real
movie.
movies?
That's not what I'm...
I was waiting.
No. I'm gonna... Like, I feel like...
going on 30.
Been a lot of slop lately. But,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
what
will
was our
say,
last episode?
when I said to Alex,
deal?
I was like, I feel like I've stirred away from Avery movies. You
That's
know?
true.
I did say that to him.
You're out of Avery movies? Is that the problem?
Well, yeah, but no.
we've been
I don't
doing
know.
this podcast for 17 years. We're
Yeah.
out of movies.
What's... I want to know, well, what's an Avery movie to you? Like, is
Good
it...
Burger.
Okay, good. Is it... Would you consider, like, what's it called? The Adventures of Food Boy? An Avery movie? Like, is that an Avery movie?
It's Avery adjacent. Like, to me,
Avery-
Avery
Yeah.
movies are like,
So are they just, like, stupid movies?
yeah,
Okay.
I'd say
I wouldn't
so.
say you
Right.
run out of stupid movies.
There's a lot of stupid movies out there. You could do all 6 scary movies.
Yeah.
Well, this is just a random movie I thought of, not related to the podcast, but a movie like Velocipaster. Do you think that's an Avery movie?
See, I feel like it needs to be a stupid movie that I'll defend with my life.
And you can't defend that one?
Not with my life.
Okay, well,
I
we
can say
shouldn't do
some
that for the
things.
podcast then. That would be a bad idea.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
a bad
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, let's hope we don't
Only
do
like
that.
I said that maybe about 17 times.
Well, we're not doing it.
That's true, we're not
Yeah,
doing it. We're
definitely
doing
not.
Do the Right Thing
Yeah,
and
and
Booksmart.
Yeah.
Okay, let's... Avery, have you seen a Spike Lee movie before? Or
What
have
has
you...
he
Do you
done?
know the guy?
I know the guy because I know this is like one of your favorite directors.
He is.
After David Lynch.
Yeah.
Is
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
After David Lynch.
he's said that a lot.
He might be my number 2. I'd have to think about it. He's up there. But
Really?
I've seen every single Spike Lee movie.
Whoa.
I've not seen like all of his documentary because he has so many documentaries, but I've seen all of his feature films.
Yeah.
This is interesting. I say this as someone who hasn't seen too many of his films. I feel like Spike Lee has a lot of bad movies.
I don't think he does. I think in like the 2000s he has a bit of slop, but for the
Mhm.
most part, like even his mid movies I think are pretty good.
Like, what about, like, Old Boy?
Well, yeah, Old Boy's terrible.
Or, like, Highest to Lowest?
I love
his most
Highest to
recent film.
Lowest. I love that one. I know
Yeah,
people don't like
Yeah,
it.
people hate that one.
No, I think they're just
Swan
stupid.
and
I will say-
I, we watched like maybe like the first like 20 minutes of Highest to Lowest one night, and the music.
The music is...
It's so good.
It's mind-boggling. I was like,
It
what is
felt
going on?
like you know that music that plays when like you're at like an amusement park and it's trying to like immerse you into the world, and it's all this like fantastic, like it's like kind of like Star Wars music,
no,
you know?
it sounds like
Or, like,
hold
kind of
music. Like when you're putting on hold.
No,
that's
no,
what it
no.
sounds
I feel like it's like that magical where it's like it's like trying to like pull you in,
Yeah.
and it was just playing when there's supposed to be some like serious moment.
I'm sure
and
there
you just
is.
get that in the
I'm
back
sure
of
there
like,
is
why do I feel
some,
like I'm walking around
punchline or
Disney
some
World?
point to it, but
He's like a music industry guy, and he's lost his touch. He doesn't, he's not like passionate about his work anymore. And so the soundtrack
So
of the movie
relatable.
sounds like JRPG music. It's great.
sure.
God.
But we're not.
Because then the music becomes
Yeah.
good later on.
Okay. Yeah. Again, I mean, I haven't finished the movie, so maybe.
There
I
you
think
go.
the original's pretty good films.
Well, the high and low is one of the best
Yeah.
movies.
But no, we're talking about Do the Right Thing.
Which I think is probably my favorite. Which I hate to say it because it's everyone's favorite, and I want to be different, and I
But
want to
it's-
be a special little
You wanna
boy.
be
It's
quirky.
so good, though.
For the sake of being different, I'm gonna say my favorite's Malcolm X, even though that's not too
That's
different
fair.
or quirky.
Yeah, that's my number. That's everyone's number 2.
Yeah, exactly.
My quirky different choice is Bamboozled, which I feel like a lot of people really love and think it's one of his best, and then a lot of people really hate
I
it.
haven't seen that. People say that one's like crazy. Like it's really.
If you like Inland Empire, you will, because it has
What
that
the
same
fuck?
like shot on like digital look to
That's
it.
an insane comparison.
It is Spike Lee's Inland Empire. There's some like bullshit on that
God.
movie.
Don't make me
From what I
watch
know,
that.
Spike Lee started experimenting with the whole digital camera thing with what's
Yeah.
the movie called? Red something? Red Hook? Red
Red Summer?
Is
That
that
was
the-
that was way later. He
Oh,
started
was
with
it?
Bamboozled.
Oh,
That was
okay,
his
okay, I
first
see.
one. If you love blackface and minstrel shows, you'll love Bamboozled. Which, that's like the best looking stuff in the movie. Like everything else looks like Inland Empire, and then the blackface scenes are like crisp HD shot on film.
That's so strange.
It's
That's
so
crazy.
good. It's awesome.
Well, we gotta
I
do
love
that. We
Bamboozled.
gotta watch that.
No.
It sounds good.
I
I'm
thought
quitting
about
the
recommending
podcast.
it. The reason I won't recommend it is because every single poster for the movie has a guy in blackface on it, and I
I
don't
mean,
want
you
that in the
can't put that.
thumbnail.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do about that one. It's a great
Yeah.
movie.
That's fair.
But no. Do the Right Thing. I watched this movie. I watched it with Sam like a couple months ago. It was earlier this year, I think. And this
Not
movie
this year.
was it not?
It was. I
the
think it
end of
was
last
late
year?
last year. Yeah.
Sure. It's been a couple months. I've been meaning to watch this movie for like years now. And I'm gonna be honest, the only Spike Lee movie I had seen before this was, I think, was Old Boy, his remake of Old Boy, which is not very good. And so for a long time, I had a really bad, like, skewed perception on Spike Lee. I had seen bits of Black Klansman because that's one of his like
I like
biggest
Black
movies.
Klansman.
And after Do the Right Thing, I watched Malcolm X and got into him. But Do the Right Thing is insane. How do we
And this was your recommendation.
Yeah, because I love this movie.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. Okay, we'll get into it, but Avery,
Yeah.
do you want to try and...
I will try to summarize the movie, which
Also, any expectations you have?
I knew nothing about this. I literally never even heard about this movie.
Did you know anything about
so
Spike Lee?
Hmm?
Did you know anything about Spike Lee?
I knew what Alex would say, which usually he'd say the name Spike Lee, then I'd zone out.
Oh my
So-
Every time we talk about movies.
So no, I listened for adaptation, and that
That's
was
true.
it.
The first time like we ever yapped about a movie in her presence, and she listened to that and then realized quickly that she doesn't have to pay attention.
What do you remember about adaptation?
What you guys talking about?
Yeah.
It? It's about this writer, and he's writing this novel or something, and
Okay.
like the movie follows the storyline of the book, like it mirrors his life. And then you guys were like, he was like having writer's block, and he's like, how do I transition, or how do I go to the next thing? And then it's like cuts to a chase scene, and your guys are like, whoa, this is the best car chase scene ever. And it has Nicolas Cage.
That's about right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That's a good
So-
description.
You actually
of
listen. That's
adaptation.
crazy. Like you remember, it's been like a while.
It's
since
been like 2 years.
and you remember nothing else.
No, I
Hasn't
quickly
internalized
realized.
a single conversation we've had since then.
Yeah.
Since the first week we've known each other.
I quickly realized this is all you guys talk about. So I was like, all right, shutting off now.
And now, anytime they say, "Oh my God, this movie," it's
Yeah, I'm just like, all right.
stops.
Oh, they're talking about movies again.
Not
No,
the movies.
those first few weeks were great because you'd be sitting there and we'd
I'd
talk
be
about Twin
t-
Peaks for hours. And you'd just be there.
Yeah.
Basically,
Oh my
what would
God.
happen is we would edit, quote unquote, our short film,
Yeah.
which would be you guys talking about David Lynch while I take a nap. I would literally take a nap.
Oh my God.
We would
Anyway,
edit for like a 5-hour session, and all we'd do was import one clip into DaVinci Resolve.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, this is not even related to
This
the
is-
podcast. But like a big
No,
thing
this
we
is
had.
the origin story.
Oh,
This
before
is
Sam
before
was
Sam.
Yeah, this is
before we
before
met
me.
Sam.
I wasn't born
all
yet.
of the footage,
True.
all of the footage of the movie was on like some Google Drive, or no, but was on the gallery or something, or like
It was on my phone, and
and
we
she
would
had to put
import
it in
it.
Google Drive, and it took so long, so we just sit there. And there were days where we didn't do anything; it would just be
We
the
would
clip.
just
like,
talk.
Just me importing clips.
And somehow we're still friends.
I don't know why you hang
Yay.
out with us if we can't stand like 90%
I
of what we
liked
have
my
to
nap
say.
time. It was a good place
then
to nap.
eventually,
There were
I think-
couches.
Yeah.
I think eventually Alex pulled up Sin-Into Nerdle one day, and that started a whole other thing. It would just be that game the entire
This is true.
entire
This is
editing
true. I would
session.
actually, because then I would get Alex on my team, and we'd verse
Right,
you.
yeah, that'd be the
Anyways.
thing. Anything but edit the actual movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I think was for the best.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
back to do the right thing.
all of
Okay.
that's getting cut out.
No, they gotta know the origin
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we met Sam.
Yeah, and then I just appeared out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
Sam spawned.
And I'm
She
here.
just spawned in.
I did.
Yeah. And we were
Hello.
like, okay,
A
you
wild
come
Sam
with us
appeared.
now.
Okay, no, let's actually try and talk about the movie. So,
Okay.
Avery, go crazy.
Summarize. So I don't know any of the names, so bear with me. There's
They have
like
such iconic names.
there's Sal.
There's-
Sal's
the white guy.
It's called Sal's Diner, Pizzeria, or
Sal's
whatnot.
Pizzeria.
Oh, man.
Well, do you know the main guy's name, like Spike Lee's character? Do you know what Spike Lee looks like?
No,
The main character is Spike Lee.
like the delivery guy. He's Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's Spike
Mookie.
Lee.
he's
in a
young then. How old's Spike Lee?
He would have been like late 20s, early 30s when they
Oh
made
my
that,
god, I
think.
didn't know
He
that.
puts himself in a
Yeah.
lot of his own movies, which is a thing that
Yeah.
surprised me a lot.
He's in
Damn.
most of his movies, I think.
I didn't know that.
And
I think in the 2000s he kind of stopped being in them, but his early ones he was in
Yeah.
like all of them.
And he's
Huh.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's crazy because like he's so young, and you
Yeah.
realize that he's
Yeah.
like acting in his own movie and he's also directing
I didn't
it. It's
realize
just,
he
like,
was the
yeah.
director.
It's
Dang,
crazy.
Well,
props
let
to
me
Spike
see if you
Lee.
remember
Yeah.
some of the names, because they're really good
There's
names.
Samuel L. Jackson.
I don't know his name.
He's the
Love-
DJ.
Isn't
DJ
it
Love Daddy.
DJ Love Daddy.
Love
That's
Daddy.
Do you remember the mayor? The mayor?
No.
The mayor.
You
Dummy.
don't remember the mayor?
I don't.
He's not actually
He's-
the mayor. He's like the old guy. That was, like,
Oh,
putting on-
yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That alcoholic guy.
Spike Lee's name is Mookie.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bugging Out.
Bugging out.
The guy
Is that the
glasses?
guy? Yeah.
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 Franco
Radio
Esposito.
Raheem.
Radio
Rahim.
With the radio, the boombox.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The guy.
The guy.
But yeah, okay.
Okay, so there's
Mookie.
Mookie. See, okay, basically, it's a very hot summer day, and it's really, really hot, and blah 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 blah. And it takes place in New York, in Brooklyn. I'm pretty sure in like a black neighborhood, like a black, yeah. And there's this pizzeria. There's Sal's Pizzeria, and one day the people.
It's bugging
Bugging out. He walks in and he's like, Sal, you gotta put up black photos. What is this? Why is the Godfather up there? We should put Michael Jordan up there. And then Sal's like, no, it's the heritage of the Italian whatnot. And he's like, fuck you, man. So then he walks out. And then there's some other subplots that happen. But of
I
the
wouldn't
main,
even say that's like the main plot. Like, there isn't really a main plot.
there isn't, which is
It's
weird.
a lot of different. It's hard to summarize. I
It's just
think.
Yeah.
a day in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, okay. To me, the main plot's the pizzeria shit, because that
That's
escalates
yeah, the
other
climax.
But
stuff.
Yeah.
even then, there's multiple subplots going
This
on
is
around
true.
the pizzeria.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But
yeah,
that's one of the big
There's-
ones for sure.
yeah. Then there's the radio guy,
Raheem.
Radio Raheem, and he's walking around with his music, and he's blasting his music, and then his radio dies. No. So then he buys batteries at the Asian market.
The Asian market.
The Asian market. And there's also these three guys who are like, they're wasting food at the Asian market or
The
something
three
like
guys, yeah.
that. The three, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways. And then I'm cutting forward, but eventually bugging out, he's like, we're gonna riot against Sal's, fuck Sal's, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, guys, can we all riot? And they're like, nah, we like Sal's Pizza. Sal's Pizza's great.
It's yummy.
And then- Yeah, yummers. And then cut to nighttime. It's like Sal's closed, the pizzeria is closed, and then like Spike Lee's friends want to come in, and he's like, no, we're closed, but Sal's like, bring them in. And then they come in, and then the boombox guy and bugging out come in, and then Sal's like, turn off your music, and then he takes a baseball bat and starts breaking his radio, and then the radio guy's like, what the fuck? And then they start trashing the place, and then the police show up, and the police like strangled the guy to death, and then that causes a riot, and then they burn down Sal's place.
The big
The
thing,
end.
Spike Lee Mookie throwing the trash can.
Yes,
in the window.
Yeah,
he
and that's-
starred as, yes.
That's a good summary.
I feel
It's the
feel like
classic, the start and the end.
Yeah.
well, I mean, okay, but
And
like
then
that
from
is
the
good
middle.
though.
No,
To be
that's
fair,
okay.
this movie is pretty hard to like.
Yeah.
Just there's a lot of stuff that kind of just happens that are just like in bits and pieces. Because yeah, you are like living a day in the
Yeah.
life of like this
Yeah.
neighborhood, and I feel like it does a really good job of like really making you feel as if you're kind of a part of it. And I love these types of movies that only take place in like one specific like block or whatever, and so you like you're just there for the entirety, and like you see the same characters like around and stuff, and like talking to each other, saying hi, interacting with one another.
Well, one of my favorite things in any movie or show or anything is when you get to know a place, like where like the locations are. Like I think of like Twin Peaks, where like, oh, I know where the sheriff. No, it's a good example.
Turning off.
Like where like the sheriff station is, or where the hotel is, that type of thing. And then Do the Right Thing, like, oh, that's the pizzeria, that's the Asian market, or like this is that house, and it's just really nice, that sense of location.
Can I just say before we actually get into any discussion, this is something Sal, the whole time when I watched Sal, I'm like, I know this actor. Where do I know this actor from? And then I looked it up. Sal is in one of my favorite rom-coms, Little Italy.
Oh my god.
Where he's in a pizzeria. He plays Carlo, Hayden Christensen, and Emma Roberts.
He plays Sal twice.
He plays Carlos, but it takes place in a pizza diner. Anyways, I was very happy. My goat. He's also in The Professional, but Little Italy. Anyways,
that's a really bad movie.
What? Little Italy?
It really is. I don't know why I saw it, but I have seen that movie, and I can confirm.
Have you seen the Hayden Christensen movie where he's wearing like glasses on the poster?
No, but that's on my watch list. I've almost watched
every Hayden Christensen movie.
I've seen most.
You're a fake
I have
fan.
actually seen most.
Have you seen Jumper?
Jumper.
No, I've never seen that one.
We should do that for the podcast.
Oh my God, we should.
We should pair that with.
Yeah, we should.
Amadeus.
Oh, sorry, that's a good pair. God, we're funny.
Sorry, this is like a silly sidetrack. Alex, you can cut this out if the episode is too long. But
the entire episode's getting cut at this point.
Avery's birthday was a few weeks ago. And me and Aswan thought it would be funny to get her 3 copies of Coach Carter. And then 1 copy, like, these are all, like, DVDs. 1 copy of Jumper. And I remember the night before I was going to give it to her, I opened up the DVD of Jumper just to make sure, like, the DVD, like, the disc was still in there. And in the case, there's, like, a pamphlet for like a tire commercial that's like sponsored by Jumper.
Let's go.
And it's like the Jumper, like the tire choice.
Of Jumper.
Yeah.
Did you do that, Avery? Did you
did you get the tires?
I got new tires from Jumper. Yeah, they gave me.
Have you played Coach Carter yet? Any of them? Do you have a DVD player, right?
Yeah.
Why haven't you played Coach Carter yet?
Because I had to watch Do the Right Thing. Okay, so another Samuel L. Jackson movie. He's in
so much.
I think he's the actor we've done the most movies of.
Probably.
I think so.
Coach Carter, Jumper, this.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Right.
True.
That's 4 though.
If we ever do Star Wars prequels.
That might be
That's
true.
not gonna happen.
Because it's either that or Mila Kunis. I think we've only done 3
Mila Kunis is in Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah.
We've done 3.
Book of Eli.
Spy Who Dumped Me.
Yeah.
That's only 3 though.
I forgot because Spy Who Dumped Me.
That's a
That was
good
really
movie.
early
That was
on.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway.
All right, Do the Right Thing.
Do the Right Thing. Well, one of my other favorite things about this movie is, of course, the heat, which is like a main character in the movie. That's one of my favorite things in any like thing I read, watch, or whatever. Like, a really good book is, The Stranger by Albert Camus, where the big part of that book is the sun and the heat of the sun. Not to give too much away, but the main character in that book, he's out on a beach somewhere, and the sun is really hot, and it's really getting to him. And in the book, it's described like, I was looking up at the sun, it really got in my brain, my hand went numb, and I just killed someone. And I don't know, this idea of like the heat driving you insane to the point of killing someone or anything is really interesting, I think. Like tensions, 12 Angry Men, that's a movie we did, where like the heat is a driving factor in that movie. And it's probably responsible for a lot of the crazy behavior in that movie, on top of all the discussions they have. And that's similar in this movie. I think people in this movie, there's a point where people start getting really mad at each other. And, they have their reasons, but I think the heat is also a driving factor. Like, this sucks. I can't believe you stepped on my shoes and shit, but man, it's really hot and I'm really mad, that type of thing. And I really like how this movie does that. Also, it looks amazing.
It looks so good. I love the way the camera, like, just moves or just like is, like the different angles, or like I really love that one scene with Radio Raheem with his like two, like the love and hate. That's probably one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie. And it's like
favorite scenes ever.
You're like walking with Mookie, and you know they like dap each other up, and they're like, oh hey, like, oh, you know, I love your rings, like what's up? And then it like moves as if you're in like Mookie's perspective, and he's just like talking directly into the camera, and it's so good.
Spike Lee has this signature shot of like the double dolly thing. What is that shot in this movie? Because I can't. Does he?
I don't think it's in this one.
It's not.
I think it started with Malcolm X.
Okay.
And he's done it in like most of his movies since then. But there's similar things. The main thing with that shot, aside from the dolly movement itself, is just the idea of like looking directly into the camera.
Yeah.
So even though that specific move I don't think is in this, like there's still a lot of scenes of characters talking into the camera.
Yeah. One of the biggest scenes is the bit in the movie where every character, like the Italian guy and Mookie, are like yelling like racial stereotypes into the camera.
I love that.
For like every other race, which is a great scene. It's really interesting, and they're looking directly at the camera.
And I also feel like another thing that I really enjoy with this film is the music too. Like it plays such a big part. I mean, there's of course like DJ Love Daddy who's like playing throughout the day and stuff, and that too, of course.
The song was made for the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
know that until after, and I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It makes sense because it's so. Oh, the opening,
right.
The opening's great. The composer for this movie is Spike Lee's dad. Did you know that?
Whoa!
Yeah, he did most of his movies.
I didn't know that.
Sweet.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Very sweet. The music is great. Like the main theme of this movie is really good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Fight the Power is such a powerful song, and I didn't know it was made for this movie either. And then when I found out, I was like, that's fucking insane. Because it feels like a song that's existed for like years, and now he's, recontextualizing it or something. But no, like it works so well.
Yeah.
It fits the themes of the movie very
Yeah, exactly.
Perfectly.
And like, I mean, like music plays such a big part in it as kind of like, I don't know, like a second voice in a way.
Right.
Like it's kind of like the moment, like, radio, like he has his radio, and he's pretty, for like such a big dude, he's a pretty quiet guy throughout most of the movie. But like he always has this like huge like boombox with him, and then it's like the moment that Sal like destroys it, it's kind of like taking away his voice, because that's kind of like
it's an extension of himself.
Exactly.
Like his name is Radio Raheem. And
Yeah.
he carries the radio around.
Yeah.
Like it's him. It's him. When you destroy that, you're destroying a part of like his ability to express himself and his attachment to his culture.
And
Radio Raheem
it's that
is
point in the
insane
movie
without
where
his
like the
radio.
tone shifts. I did try watching this movie a while ago, and I for some reason I just stopped or something. But like watching this movie, even recently, the first half of it is so like, I wouldn't say lighthearted, but it's really like casual. Like it's like a slice of life type of thing. Like you're just with these characters, they're cracking jokes, they're roaming around, whatever. Like all of this different stuff is happening. There doesn't seem to be like a core like a big like tension type of like anxious type of like thing in the first half of the movie.
Right.
But then the second half of the movie, there's this, or like the climax of the movie, there's this insane tone shift. And it gets so dark, and it's like as soon as it's nighttime, it gets really dark, and they start when they start like trashing the pizzeria, and I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah.
I had no idea that happens in the movie. I knew nothing about the movie, and when that happened, I was so surprised, because it's like this movie got really dark really fast, and once that happens, you look back on the movie and you're like, okay, it was all building up to this point.
Yeah.
But it's a gradual build-up.
Yeah.
Because there's always that inherent racial tension, even from the very beginning. There, like that's just what happens in like a gentrified neighborhood, I guess. Like, and that's kind of the main thing the movie's about, is the white business and the majority black neighborhood. And so there's always going to be some inherent tension. It's not that like at the beginning everything's perfectly fine and everyone gets along. The tension's there. But it's always just kind of lingering in the background, and the movie throughout the day, like with the heat, gets more intense, and those feelings get brought more to the surface until it gets to a point where you just have to acknowledge it, because it can't just linger in the background.
Right.
It just becomes the foreground.
Yeah.
I also find it interesting too how, I mean, I haven't seen too many Spike Lee movies, but I saw part of BlacKkKlansman, specifically the end. And it's like, in that, like, at the end, he, like, showcases a bunch of different, like, real clips from, like
Like Charlottesville,
yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah. And then in this one, they're right at the end, isn't there like a quote, like two quotes, one from Martin Luther King and one from Malcolm. I can't speak. One from Malcolm X. And I think it's interesting that like at the end, he always kind of brings it back to reality because it's almost like you can acknowledge that like the movies that he's creating are clearly about very real things as much as they are like fictional like characters and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like he really like pounds that into you by the end of it, which some may say is kind of like, I don't know. I've seen some people say it's unnecessary, but I feel like it just further,
it's definitely necessary.
Adds to it, yeah.
In fact, the opening of Malcolm X is, it's the American flag, and it catches on fire, and it burns until it's an X. And in the background, there's Malcolm X. It's Denzel playing Malcolm X, and it's his voice going like, I condemn the white man, or like, I charge the white man for murder or something. Mm-hmm. And that footage of the American flag burning is intercut with footage of Rodney King being assaulted by the police back then. And apparently that was like a later like addition. Like while they were editing the movie, the Rodney King stuff happened. And Spike Lee was like, okay, let's put that in the movie. And it's like that decision to use real footage, juxtaposed with like the American flag is so interesting.
Yeah.
I think
he is always responding to what's happening in real life, and it's interesting. I love watching interviews with Spike Lee because he's so interesting to listen to speak. And I remember someone said something to him. It was like an anniversary, like 30th anniversary thing for Do the Right Thing, and someone asked him how he feels about it, how the film is. It's almost like it's not only relevant, but it's almost like it predicted so many things, right? Mm-hmm. And he said something like, Do the Right Thing didn't predict anything. It was responding to what was happening at the time, and those things are just still happening. Yeah. So you can't say like, oh, it predicted, George Floyd or like Eric Garner or these things, because that was happening at the time. That's what the movie's about.
Yeah.
Radio Raheem's death isn't, supposed to predict anything. And I think that's like the main thing that the movie is about. Even though it's just about this one particular block in this one part of Brooklyn, the movie's really about just America as a whole. Yeah. And then Malcolm X more so is about that. But even this film, like, it speaks to just all racial tension in the U.S. and how, Black people, even in parts of America that they occupy, that's mostly like a predominantly Black space, there's going to be gentrification, there's going to be police brutality and enforced police presence within the neighborhood, there's going to be racial tension, sometimes maybe their fault a little bit and sometimes pushed onto them.
Right.
Everyone is implicated.
Right. It's such an honest portrayal because it's not like taking a side or anything. It's just showing you how things are. Right? Mm. And I find that really interesting.
Like, even the Korean family, like, they're also victims of racism. Like, it's not just about what Black people go through, even though that's obviously Spike Lee's focus.
Of course.
But it's just about, like, the nature of racism and racial tension in general. It's not just, like, a one-sided thing per se. It's just... that's the nature of it. Like, there's going to be racial tension against any group of people, even the Korean family. That's like that's unavoidable.
I think there is a moment at the end of the movie where they're trashing South Pizzeria, and they're like, "Oh, let's go for the Asians next." And
he's like, "We're the same. We're the same."
Right? They're like, "Yeah, we're the same as you," or something like that, which is such an interesting like. Yeah, there's so many layers to this. It's hard to really like talk about it.
Am I like mistaken in thinking that doesn't the Asian worker, doesn't she or he, I forget, isn't it like a family? Yeah. Doesn't one of them say like, I am Black too?
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's
It's and blackness as like a social class as opposed to like a race.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because like I remember that I wasn't sure if that was that part of the movie, but it just like it's of course as much as they are experiencing different things, they're also experiencing very similar things too, and it's like
what do you think the title why do you think the movie's called Do the Right Thing? Like, what do you think like that title refers to, like in the context of the movie?
That's a big question,
right? Because a lot of people say that the main debate of the movie, or the main part of the movie, is that when Mookie throws that trash can at Sal's Pizzeria and he yells hate, is that doing the right thing, like within the context of everything that's happened?
That's another thing that Spike Lee has said, was that no black person has ever asked him if Mookie does the right thing at the
Right.
end.
Yeah.
But white
Yeah.
people ask him all the time.
Right.
So I think in his mind, it's do the right thing isn't meant as a question. It's not meant to be like, oh, what is the right thing? Did Mookie do the right thing or not? I think in his mind, he is saying that opposing racial violence is always the right thing. And whether you do it through a more violent act or you do it through a peaceful act, that's a debate. That's the whole like Martin Luther King and then Malcolm X quote at the end, the different approaches to it. But the idea of it, of like we can't just stand here and watch the police kill someone, like we have to do something. That is always the right thing. And even if it crosses the line into doing something a little violent, you can have nuance about whether that was appropriate, but it's you can't say that was the wrong thing. It was always the right thing to do, was to oppose violence. And even if you do it through violence, it's complicated. It adds nuance to it, but it's never about condemning those actions. Spike Lee never condemns the way people use violence in this kind of a liberatory means of trying to fight back against oppressive systems. He never characterizes that kind of violence as being inherently wrong, even though, maybe there's debate about whether it was effective or not. But it's not about characterizing these people as like being misguided, that they're always doing it for good intentions. And I think that's what Mookie is going through, where this is a character that is trying to figure out how to do the right thing.
Right.
And I don't think he ever really figures out for sure. Like throwing a garbage can through the window of Sal's isn't like, that's not going to solve any issue.
Right.
But it's still in his mind, him figuring out like, this is the right thing at the end of the day, of standing up to what's going on and trying to actually do something, whether or not it works, that is the right thing. And I don't think Spike Lee is questioning that at all. I think he's pretty firm that this is the right thing.
Yeah, that is very interesting. Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up the MLK and Malcolm X quotes at the end, because that's pretty much like putting those two people side by side is so interesting. And I keep bringing up Malcolm X, but it's such a perfect pairing with this movie, because that was Malcolm X's whole thing. That's why he was condemned by so many people. Of like, why are you so violent towards white people? You can't get up on stage and say we should just shoot white people, because that's not a nice thing. You can't fight against that with violence.
But there was this whole like, it wasn't just about like, oh fuck white people. It was fuck like the white supremacy, that embedding into just the system of power in America. That's what we're fighting against.
Right, but
we're not just being racist against white people. That's not a thing. Like, it's about fighting power.
But that's what Malcolm X was accused of.
Power. Exactly.
Yeah. That's what Malcolm X was accused of for a long time, and I think the movie Malcolm X explores that in a much more nuanced and interesting way, of course, because the movie's about him. But he changed his views like later in life, moving away from the whole violent approach, and he was like, let's be more like civil about this, and then he gets shot.
Yeah.
So like, that's one thing.
Like, there is no right way to do it. Right. That's the whole point. It's like, if Mookie didn't do that, if he said, guys, let's have a peaceful protest, I guess that's still standing up to power, but that's not effective either.
Exactly.
So are you going to really condemn him for doing this other thing when like at least he's doing something.
Yeah.
And that idea is doing the right thing.
And it kind of feels like the scene with Radio Raheem with like the love and hate, like that's literally the thesis of the entire film. And like, I mean, Mookie throughout the film, I mean, he's like working at Sal's, he's delivering pizza, and like kind of, I'm pretty sure like Bugging Out literally goes up to him and he's like, hey, we're gonna like, go over to Sal's and like demand that they put black people on the wall. And Mookie's like, oh, like don't do that, man, like it's whatever. It does, like he's kind of like not necessarily saying that he's wrong, kind of like, oh, like we don't need to do that, all that and stuff.
He's
it's just like exactly.
Yeah.
And then in that moment after Radio Raheem like dies, he literally like it kind of feels like he's been kind of like fighting the same type of like it's all just goes back to that love and hate scene. Like he was like fighting between these, and in that moment, like he literally says hate before he throws it into the window.
Right.
And I mean, like it's almost like you can't even really question whether he did the right thing or not, because like he's just mourning his friend who just like died, you know, like
it's kind of like an impulsive decision in the moment, I think, even though it may stem from like real tensions and real thoughts in his mind. In the moment, it is just like a thing of like, what the fuck is happening? I need to do this, you know?
Yeah.
Also, the gentrification thing is so interesting because throughout the movie, there's many generations represented in this movie, you know, like the mayor and the mother sister represents like the older generation. There's people like Mookie and Bugging Out, and then there's like the younger people, like those 3 teenage people who are just like running around and stuff. And when they're asked about salads, they're like, hey, we're gonna go like, you know, ride against salads. They're like, I'm not gonna ride against salads. I grew up on the guy's pizza, you know, like that's my guy. I'm not gonna do all that. And I think it's so interesting how gentrification, or like, you know, this takeover of like any neighborhood has that effect on a community. You know, like these older people like Mookie or Bugging Out would be against something like that because they've seen the community before and after it, like, you know, came to life. But the newer generation, that's all they've known. And so in a way, it kind of displaces any idea of like the real culture. And it's really interesting, I think, that whole aspect to it as well.
Well, that's the main thing that prevents people from fighting against these kind of inherently oppressive power structures, is that it's just embedded within society as being normal.
Exactly.
And so even Mookie, where the whole thing about like him disagreeing about the need to get black people on the wall, like I think he sympathizes, but he's like, guys, this isn't like a big deal. But it does speak to bigger issues.
It does.
And I think you become so complacent in just how those issues are normal that you don't think about it in the way that someone like Bugging Out does, where he's really conscious of the fact that this represents a power struggle. And people like Mookie are more kind of just like, well, it's the way it is, you know? And he has to learn to like actually recognize what these things speak to. That by the end, when the police come in and kill someone, that's not unrelated to the Wall of Fame thing.
Definitely not. The thing is, if you put up a black person on the wall, if you put Malcolm X on the wall, it won't change anything. It doesn't mean too much. But like you said, it does represent the whole thing.
Exactly.
That's why someone like a white police officer is able to so easily kill someone like Radio Raheem. It's because of like the pictures on the wall. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, like not directly, but in the sense that like white people hold the power. And even in black neighborhoods, like these decisions are made by the white family. They're the ones that have the most money. They have their own business. They're the ones that make the decisions about what happens in the business. And the black people, they don't have, it's their neighborhood, but they have no like power over anything. And that is why the police have so much power to come in and just kill them, is because they have no power. And that's represented by Sal. Even though Sal himself isn't like this evil guy that's like, you know, fuck you guys, I'm never going to put you on the wall. Yeah. But it's representative of just the way that this power structure is meant to oppress black people.
Right. And I find Mookie's character is interesting because another element to this is when Sal is very like, you know, kind and affectionate towards Mookie's sister. That's something that really rubs Mookie the wrong way. He's like, stay away from her. You know, you're being creepy towards her or whatever. And like, you can tell, like, Sal's just being like affectionate. He's just being caring because he's like, oh, I've seen you grow up. You know, you're like this big woman now and stuff like that. Be careful. And like, he's trying to be like this fatherly figure type of person. But at the same time, I completely understand why Mookie would be like, that's really strange. You know, get away from her type of thing. And yeah, I think that's a good representation of Mookie's kind of internal struggle with the whole thing. Yeah. And also, you know, with the whole pictures on the wall thing, I feel like this is something we even see in real life today, is that it's such a, I guess in a way, it is kind of like a petty thing to like protest against. And like, you know, if somebody's protesting against something like that, you'd be like, well, who cares? You know, who cares about that thing? But like you said, you do grow complacent to it, and it is emblematic of bigger issues. But at the same time, it's not significant enough to like trash the place over or do anything like that. You know, like it's just pictures on the wall. And so at the same time, it's not fair to condemn an entire like establishment for not putting black people up on the wall, but it's also not fair to just like leave it be because that represents a whole other thing. And so it's like these two things. Yeah. And it's like, what's the right thing to do? You know, like that's it's.
But like, look at what that led to. Like that's something that you can't just ignore and let them come in and do that. Yeah. So it's like you have to do something. You know, you can't just let these things be because that's how these power structures are allowed to exist that result in the bad things happening. So even though that doesn't seem like a big deal, it is. Like it still speaks to the bigger issue that has to be dealt with.
Yeah, and it's kind of just like the thing with just like representation in general, whether that be like pictures on the wall or even like, you know, like monuments and stuff like that that like seem kind of like, oh, this is just like some monument of some guy, or like even like something like street names, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's it sometimes it'll be, I mean, I guess it's a bit different when it's just like, oh, you know, there's white people on the wall, I'd like there to be black people, compared to like, oh, this street is named after like a terrible person from history and like we'd like to change it. But it's kind of that idea that like people are like, oh, why are they doing all of this fuss just to like, you know, get rid of this monument or like change the street name? But it's like, in reality, that represents like, you know, like kind of this like memory that it feels, it's like, oh, that was in the past anyways, it doesn't matter, but it represents something that's still happening today. And the fact that the kind of, it's almost like people who are like, oh, why would you go through all that trouble to change that or add that representation? But then at the same time, it's like, well, why would you want that type of representation? You know, why would you want that to stay the same? It's just an interesting thing. It's very interesting
because that stuff is important, but at the same time, if you see someone like creating a whole thing over something like a street sign or like pictures, it's like you would like, from a rational point of view, you would be like, oh, okay, it's not that big of a deal, just let it be. We don't need to start a whole thing. But at the same time, it does represent bigger issues.
Yeah, it's kind of
so there is kind of a logistical kind of like imbalance and logistical
because
like disparity there.
Whether it be pictures on the wall or monuments or street names, people are picking the type of history that they want to remember through these things, you know? Yeah. And it's like kind of like, it's less that they're trying to like hide a certain part of history, but it almost feels like monuments and stuff or like pictures on the wall might seem so small in retrospect, but it's also like, I'm trying to find the right words to put to like.
I know what you mean, but because the thing is that it isn't just history. This is the present.
Yeah, the present too. Yeah.
What does it say that as a black person you have to always, when you walk to work or whatever, you have to pass the statue of a slave owner, and that is not only was it put there in the past and represents a past figure, but it is up in the present.
Yeah.
And the white people in power demand that it stay up. And if you try to do something about it, they will send in the police to stop you.
It's the same thing.
Exactly,
right. It's not just that it existed before. There's effort being put into maintaining it, that it still exists in the present. And that's the issue. It isn't just that, oh, it's a statue of a guy from the past that we don't like. It's, what does it really say about our current situation in society today that these figures are still being propped up as significant and that black voices are being silenced because, like, oh, they shouldn't care about this. Like, we got to celebrate our white slave owner heroes. Right. Like, that speaks to the present. That's not just the past, you know?
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned how Spike Lee gets told, like, oh, your movie predicted the future, that type of thing. That's so insane because, of course, this has always been an issue, like, you know, like police brutality or, you know, whatever it may be, like black people dying unfairly. And it was such a big issue back then. And for, I think, the general audience to be like, oh, you know, like, how does it feel to predict these things means that these things are so obvious now.
Yeah.
And I think it represents how fucked things have gotten, like, since back then. And it's just, that's insane.
Yeah.
Because people say that about so many things. There's so many movies and like albums from like, you know, the 90s where people are like, oh my God, you predicted the future. And the artist, the person behind this work always says, this is just what was happening back then. Yeah, and now it's a lot more obvious. And I think
it's why every Vietnam War song is still relevant, even though that's like however many decades ago. Because it's not just about the Vietnam War, it's about like war in general. And that still happens.
Yeah.
Like, there's very few things that I would say like predicted something in the future. Like, art always speaks to the present, and it just so happens that those issues that happened at what was their present are still happening in our present. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of like the past and present that's kind of being like preserved, kind of that like deliberate decision to represent that kind of explains, I guess, the present and like nearby future that you'd like to create, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, as much as it might be kind of like, oh, we're just remembering the past, it's like, well, what you see in the present and decide to remember and represent is exactly the type of future that like those types of things deliberately show your kind of views on like how you want the world to be. Yeah. And so by doing that, you're clearly depicting a certain type of world, a certain type of community that you want to see, you know?
Right. Yeah. On top of all of this, I think the movie is just so much fun.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's a really fun movie. Also, it's such a good representation of like, I don't know, like I love like the way Black culture is represented in this movie. Of course, it's made by a Black person, which is why it's done that way. But it's just great. It's so much fun. It's funny for the most part.
There's some comedic moments. I like when. What's his name?
Mookie?
No, the other one. Bugging out. He's like doing his riot and Sal's like handing like a snow cone or something to a little girl and he's like, I'm gonna riot your pasta ass and then leaves.
Did you like the shoe scene where his shoe gets stepped on?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was funny.
That was so funny.
So what's funny?
We're gonna learn. We'll discuss how we have different senses of humor.
Man, this movie's so funny, man.
I found the movie funny, but that moment I didn't laugh at.
But he's so angry.
He is quite. I mean, I would be too. Those Jordans, Jordans are expensive shoes.
So you like empathize with them, so you should find it funny.
I empathize with you. Ha ha ha.
But no, yeah.
What else?
The thing is, there's so much to say about this movie. You could like write a whole like thing.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a funny moment, but I found it funny. Is when there's like, you know, the riot happening, and then the Asian guy's like, get back with his broom. I found that funny.
I don't know how is that funny. The worst, the most distressing part of the movie. That's the part you had like an hour and a half to laugh as much as you want, and then the 30 minutes where it's supposed to be like, hey, this is bad now. You're like, wait, this is actually
funny.
Oh my god, there's humor in this now.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
No, but
what about the battery scene? You know, where he's getting batteries at the Asian store. You didn't think that was funny?
That was kind of funny.
Where he's like, I want like AA or AAA, motherfucker. Like,
yeah.
He's like bullying. That's funny.
No, but yeah, it's so fun. You feel like you're a part of the
until it's not.
Well, until it's not. But like. It feels like there's a rhythm to it. You feel like you can feel the day passing by. Mm-hmm. You feel like you're walking around with like all of these characters and stuff. And yeah, it just like pulls you in. Like I don't know. Like it's the type of movie that I could rewatch like 10 times.
Also, I've seen it many times.
I need to rewatch it.
The use of colors in this movie is so good.
Very red.
It's very red, yeah.
I like all of the different shots where like you can just see the sweat like beads like going down their face. It's like
the costume design's amazing. The set design in general is amazing. No, it's such a well-made movie. It's so well-made. Yeah. I think.
It's a really good movie. It's just so good.
It's just a solid movie.
It's a good Spike Lee joint. It's really good.
Yeah. It's a good Spike Lee joint.
One thing. I thought there's like at some point in the movie there's this guy with like a snow cone truck thing. I didn't realize it was a snow cone trolley, and I thought the guy was gonna give alcohol to children. And I thought that was really funny.
Why would you think that?
Because there's all the different like bottles with the like you know how shots. Like, have you ever been to a bar where it's like the little nozzle?
The syrup?
Yeah,
the snow
I didn't realize it was
You've never
alcohol.
had a snow cone before?
Well, yeah, but the ice is like covered, so I was like, "Whoa, something's about to happen!" And then he's like snow cones, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
I just saw the top review of this movie is quoting 2 lines from the movie, and it says, "Oh, it's a free country, isn't it?" And the response is, "I should knock you out for saying that dumb shit alone." It's like, yeah.
That's the movie.
That is the movie.
I like how many basketball players and people wearing basketball jerseys there were.
That's true.
Because that's also a throwback. Like, there was a Larry Bird jersey, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan was mentioned.
They do talk about basketball a lot.
You like those people. Spike Lee loves basketball. He's a huge Knicks fan.
He is a huge Knicks fan.
He's from New York.
I'm killing this man. Lowered my rating. Anyways.
What did you think of, like, I don't know, the acting and stuff? Anything else that stands out?
Fine. It didn't it was fine. There was nothing about it that I was like, whoa.
You didn't think it was, like, authentic, though? Like, it was realistic? Like, so pure?
I mean, sure, but I feel like most dramas, I feel like,
man.
are. Like, I don't,
Do you not think there's a difference between a performance being, like, show-offy, like, too much, like, over-dramatic, versus, like, this movie where it's, like, really, like, it's, like, real people. Like, they feel like real people.
They do feel like real people.
Yeah, that's not, like, easy
to
do.
I didn't make note of the acting, put it that way.
Maybe that's a good thing, because they were so, like, authentic.
Sure.
Great. Do you know who plays Buck now? Did you recognize him?
Should I recognize him?
You should. You definitely. You will recognize him. He's just, like, a lot younger in this.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Giancarlo Esposito. Do you know who that is?
Who?
He's in so many things.
This guy.
He's in the Maze Runner movies. You might know him from there.
Wait, hold up. Where do you know? He is in the Maze Runner
movies. Have you
He's
seen
Mandalorian, the show? He's a
is
bad
he?
guy.
That's fucked up. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
No. Okay, I do know him from Maze Runner.
Have you
I
seen
think that's really it.
Have you seen the movie Megalopolis?
I saw the last 20 minutes.
He's in the last 20 minutes of Megalopolis.
Okay, well.
He's in tons of stuff.
Okay, well.
Mostly TV, I feel.
Have you seen the movie Captain America: Brave New World?
Apparently I don't think so. Is that the first
they added
one?
him in for reshoots.
Who is Sidewinder?
He's just like some bad guy, and he like shows up every now and then to be like, Captain America, I will fight you now, and then they fight, and then the rest of the movie just goes on.
Okay. This is a good movie. This sounds like
a really good movie.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen Maze Runner, but that's really it.
And then Rita Rahim is played by Bill Nunn, who I like because he's Robbie Robertson.
Spider-Man. Haven't seen those ones.
He is in Spider-Man's.
You what? What'd you say?
The
I haven't seen
ones.
the Tobey Maguire one.
You haven't seen?
We've been over this.
That's why I keep saying we should do it for the podcast.
No, there's no way you've never seen the Tobey.
I've seen clips. I've seen the clip of the upside down kiss.
Growing up, what Spider-Man movies did you watch?
Andrew Garfield.
No, but that wasn't. What do you mean? That wasn't like.
Andrew Garfield.
No, but that was later though.
I was what, 10? When did those movies come out?
2012 was the first
I was
one.
8. That's like, yeah, I'm a kid at that point. Like, I didn't watch superhero movies growing up, so, but I did watch.
You've never seen this Spider-Man 3 with the
I know.
I saw it in theaters.
I know.
Did you?
Topher Grace is in it.
He saw it in 2007. Yeah.
Whoa,
That's insane.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool, actually. That's cool. Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it as a kid.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like my favorite movie ever.
You love Topher Grace, which means you love Mila Kunis.
That's not how that works.
All right, final ratings, people.
All right, Avery.
Do you want me to go
Or you know,
first?
do you want to go last?
Yeah, I
think
feel like
know
you're all
what-
gonna yell.
I think I know
Yes.
what all three of us. Sam, what's your rating?
5 stars.
Obviously.
10.
10.
That's what I mean. Not 5 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Easy 10.
All right.
Come
Yeah,
on, this
10
is
out
one
of
of the
10.
I think
best.
like
of all
this
time.
is the easiest 10 for me in my entire life.
Yeah. You know, I was saying in the Portrait Lady on Fire episode that movie might be my 5th slot in like a letterbox if they did top 5 instead of top 4. Maybe this would be my number 5.
This is
It's
a
a good
really
movie,
good
probably.
movie.
My number
Yeah.
5 would probably be Malcolm X, if I'm being honest.
It was in your top 4 for a
It
little
was. I was like, come on, man.
bit.
But no,
Yeah.
this is easiest 10. Come on,
It's
easy.
It's an easy 10.
Now, be careful. Okay?
Remember, guys, I'm the blackest one here.
What's your rating?
Well,
Alex has seen my grandfather, so
That is
this is
true.
evidence.
What?
I have.
I can confirm. She
Yes,
has a
I'm not
black
lying,
grandfather.
guys. Even though that'd be a fun thing
You've
to
seen
laugh
her
about.
grandfather?
Yeah.
Is this the pilot grandfather?
Yeah. Yep.
What's your rating?
I have it between a 7 and an 8. Not because I liked it. It was a good movie. I've seen. There's other movies out there that I enjoy more.
That's not
I
a
can't-
good metric to rate movies.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's a good
Give
movie.
the Book of Eli a 10, by the way.
I like the Book of Eli. But no, I liked it. Was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
Okay,
It's great.
but saying that there's better movies out there isn't a good metric for movies. There's always better movies out there. That doesn't mean you can't give everything like.
It was like
There's
I
better
can't
movies
really
for me.
justify it, but I like
don't you
other
like about it?
movies.
For me, there's better movies than Do the Right Thing, but it's still like a 10. Like, that doesn't make it like a lesser
I
rating.
don't know. I have it between a 7 and 8. That's still a good rating, considering this is your pick.
But
What
like,
did you
is
not
there a
like
reason
about it?
that stops
It's
you
just, I
from-
don't know. It just feels, I don't know. It just a little like slow and boring at the beginning. But I know
Really?
for me, but like it didn't drag per se. But I was just like, okay, we're
Sure.
just looking at conversations.
I think this is like one of the most fun movies ever, and I could watch it 50,000
Yeah.
times.
You thought it was boring.
for a bit. But like, not that it dragged per se. It's not like I didn't enjoy it.
Boring
But
is
it was just
it's-
like
there's so much happening though in the movie.
There is, which is good and bad. Like, I don't know. I feel like it was just conversations and then cut to another
That's great. We love
conversation and then another
conversation.
You don't like
conversation
listening to
without.
people
like,
talk?
But I feel like
I-
there isn't like much of a plot. It's just conversation, and then at the end there's like the payoff. You
It's
know.
like a slice of life.
That's
Yeah,
a good
like,
I
thing.
know, which is why I'm like, I can't really
Yeah.
justify it, but it's
I
just
guess-
like, it's still a 7 and an 8 is still a good rating. That means I liked it.
I guess
I enjoyed it.
Were
You're
you
just
not
more of a fan when it's like, you know, like
a direct plot?
yeah, like
Sure,
you know,
yeah.
conflict, rising action.
Right, yeah,
Yes.
the generic.
I like,
What's the
yes.
inciting incident of this
Yeah.
movie?
What, like, did you not
There's
feel?
no second act low point. The characters get mad and then go their separate
Yeah.
ways and then come back to the climax.
Did you not feel immersed in like the neighborhood and these people's lives at all?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Still a good rating.
No, I mean it is a positive rating.
Yeah.
It's just like okay. I mean, sure.
You know what? For your recommendation, the fact that she gave it
I
a
liked
positive
it
rating
more
at all,
than Eyes Wide Shut.
It's a great movie. So okay, hold on.
What else have you
said
recommended?
it's like a 7.5. You said.
Like a 7 or 8. I can make it an 8 to make you guys happy.
Go ahead. Yes.
It's like a 7 to an 8.
Okay. Also, just before we end this segment, I had watched Do the Right Thing for one of my classes, and like we had watched it at the start of the class, and then at the end of the class, we watched this movie called The Last Black Man in San Francisco, and it's also about gentrification
right.
in San Francisco, and it's a really good movie, and I would recommend it. I just want to say it.
Good song.
It's
I
a
love Jonathan Majors,
Yeah.
especially the things he does to his girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know about him as an actor, but as a person, I'm a big fan.
No, not that part.
He fell off a window recently. He fell out of a window.
Shooting the new Ben Shapiro movie.
They were laughing at him.
What? Okay.
He's in like Daily Wire slop now, which is
Yeah.
great. And they
Oh,
were shooting
God.
a scene, and there's like he gets shot, and then he falls out the window.
And the producers
Okay.
were like laughing at him or something. It's really good.
Cool.
You hear the one guy being like, "Is he dead?
Oh my god.
Didn't work.
Did we get him?"
Oh god.
But yeah,
boy.
no, this is
Anyway.
a 10. Great movie.
Really good movie.
It's a great movie.
Shout out Spike Lee.
We should do more Spike Lee movies.
we
should.
Great.
I think now that you said it, I really want to do Bamboozle. I really do want to do that.
I don't want to put that in the thumbnail, but it's a good movie. You should watch
I'm
it.
sure there's some poster.
There is not. There is not a
No?
single poster that doesn't have a guy in blackface on it.
Huh.
Well,
That's exciting.
we'll find a way around it.
We'll figure something out.
Okay.
On to our
I don't even know how you
Avery
transition
pick.
into this.
Is it Booksmart?
Yes.
This one.
Yes, it is.
All right, now we're doing Booksmart.
Good transition.
Good segue.
is-
Booksmart.
Olivia Wilde.
Olivia
Yeah.
Wilde came out in 2019. I watched it when it came out, not because of Olivia Wilde. I didn't even really know her at the time. I watched
She was
it
in
for
Tron Legacy.
okay.
Okay.
She's
man.
in Tron Legacy.
Yeah, she's the other main character.
I watched this for Billie Lourd because I love Billie
You didn't
Lourd.
watch it for Abby from The Last of Us?
No, this was before that.
I know.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and she's pretty cool in this movie, and I liked it. I remember liking it. It's a good buddy
Yeah.
loser go to party high school
Yeah,
movie.
I can sew it up, I guess.
Yeah,
So Booksmart is about these two, I forget their names.
Molly
Amy
and Amy.
and
Molly and Amy. Which one is which? Molly.
It's a good question.
Amy
Molly's,
is Abby from The Last of Us, and
Beanie.
Okay.
Molly's the
Yeah.
other girl.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Amy and Molly, they're like best friends. They're kind of like, I guess you would categorize them as quote-unquote nerds. They're very school-focused. Yeah, very studious. They've been school-focused their entire high school years. And then it's the day before graduation. And, they're so proud of themselves. They're like, yeah, we studied all through that. And then they realize, oh my God, literally all of our fellow students who have been partying all this time are also going to, like, all of these, like, Ivy League schools and stuff. Maybe we just lost out on, like, the time of our lives. So they're like, oh, it's the last day before graduation. We're gonna, go to a party. We're gonna make the most of it. We're gonna
Nick's party.
Do Nick's party.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do what we couldn't do, what we missed out on all of these years. And so they kind of, run around for a bit. They're going on, like, they're trying to get to this party. They need to find the address. They do a few pit stops at two different parties. Yeah.
Wacky hijinks.
Yeah. And they finally end up at Nick's party. They both have, Molly has a crush on Nick. And then,
Amy has a crush on
I forget
because this is very important.
Is it Ryan?
Ryan, yeah.
It's Ryan.
And so they're like, oh, we gotta go like talk to our crushes, but then oh no, both of their crushes are kissing each other in the pool.
What a coincidence.
And then like Amy is more of the kind of like, it's like, oh, like, I don't really want to go to this party. Like, I'd rather just be at home and stuff. But Molly's like, no, we got to do it. We got to go to this party. And then Amy, like, wants to leave the party after seeing Ryan and Nick kiss. But then Molly's like, no, we need to stay. And then they have this huge fight in front of everybody. And then they make up. and graduate.
Yeah, that's
why she likes this movie. There's like the rising action, the second act, they split up, they get back together.
When you think of a movie, that's a movie.
Yeah.
That's Booksmart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's it's fun, like friendship.
Kind of type of movie. Think at the kind of like core of this movie is the friendship between Amy and Molly, and I felt like their friendship was really good, like a really good representation, until they randomly start fighting. I'm gonna be so honest, I was really enjoying this movie. Mm-hmm. At first, I'm like, oh my God, like this is an awesome representation of like female friendship. But then I feel like when they start fighting, it's so out of nowhere.
You know what movie doesn't do that?
What?
The Spy Who Dumped Me. Just saying, people. Just saying. There's no fights there.
That's true.
That also doesn't.
Or Uptown Girls.
Yeah.
Just saying,
I don't think it was building up to that well.
I don't think so either. Like, it was just because like they have this code word, Malala, and it's like they can only use it one time a year, and I guess it means like you have to do the thing that I want you to do, no questions asked. And so Molly uses the like code word to get Amy to go to the party with her, but then Amy is like like distressed after seeing I forget their names, Ryan and their crushes kissing, and is like, I'm calling Malala, like, can we please go home? And Molly's just like, no. And it's like, what the fuck? And it's like
she's flirting with
it's fucked up. It's fucked up, but like it's so sudden and so random.
Exactly.
And so
like it's like
done,
for
I don't find it that sudden. Like I get the motivations behind each character.
No, I don't think that's good motivation for Molly to like abandon the Malala thing.
I think she is kind of selfish. I feel like not even in that moment, but I feel like that's just her character trait.
Yeah, and I feel like this has been happening. Like, she's very much like, we're gonna go do this, string you along. Like, to the point where literally Amy is scared to say things to her, right? So it doesn't seem sudden. I do agree, I don't like that happens, because it's just like,
It's a trope.
Yeah, but like, I don't think it's sudden, or I don't think that it's like, out of nowhere.
I don't think it's out of nowhere for her character.
The thing, I know this is very subtle. The thing that I don't like about the friendship, and this is just something I noticed when I rewatched it. One thing, I'm not against female friendships, but one thing that
that's good.
Sam, I'm glad we're friends, but no,
I'm curious to hear your point.
No, I really don't like, and they do this 5 different times in the movie, and I think 1 or 2 is fine. 5 is too much. Where they do this, like...
You counted.
Yes, I counted, because I'm like, this is so excessive and redundant, where they have these, like, compliment battles for, like, a minute straight, which I'm not against, but it's just...
fun.
But they do it 5 times! Do it once or twice, you get it, okay, they're friends. Like, literally, the first time they do it, they, like, come out, they're, like... wherever they're changing and they're in like the same outfit. They're like, you look so beautiful, you look great. That's fine. They do it again when they change into the sparkly outfit. I'm like, we already did this,
love
guys.
that.
Is that not,
I don't like
I think
it.
That's fun.
You don't like giving compliments to
I'm
people?
fine, but there's like a limit to
You
where
don't
I'm
do
like,
that-
okay, we've done this. Let's move
You
on.
don't do that with girl besties like Slay.
Not
I feel
like
They're
yes,
affirming each
but
other.
not
Yeah.
like I've never done it with someone 5 times within a 24-hour period.
I just feel like
It's
it's
just-
a good change from the common, I guess, like kind of like Mean Girls type trope where it's like they're kind of like criticizing each other in a way where they're like, or it's always like a kind of like backhanded compliment.
Sure.
Where it's like, oh my God, you lost so much weight. Or like, oh, you know, like, oh, that, you know, oh, I think that skirt looks
I
too
don't
short or stuff like that.
disagree with
that
you,
type of
but
thing.
it's too redundant.
I
think
guess.
it's overdone.
I mean,
in this.
I feel
like that they're like in love with each other on a friendship level, you know what I mean? But like, okay,
yeah.
let's, move it along.
I think their chemistry in this movie, the actors, it's really good.
Yeah.
And I think that's fun.
Sure,
I
but
feel
it's
like-
just to like cut half of it
You
out.
hate your female
really
friends.
interesting nitpick.
It bothered me
You
when
don't,
I
you don't
watched
compliment your female friends.
it.
That's
No.
fucked, man.
I'll compliment someone once, but like a second time, this is
you're
unrealistic.
pushing it now.
Yeah, but like I feel
I
like
told you good looking like 5 years ago, man. What do you want from me?
no, but like I feel like that kind of aspect of their friendship is the reason why their fight kind of feels so sudden to me. Because I mean, like, sure, there might have been these like kind of like under the surface type of like tension where like I don't know, maybe Molly has always been kind of like controlling or very selfish, and Amy is kind of always just kind of like doing what she wants. But I feel like that isn't really represented at, like, it almost like they, for that entire like first like hour, they're like ride or dies, they're complimenting each other all the time. They're very honest with each other too. They're
think
like very open.
Yeah, I think it's very sudden because I think like you can have like that fight in a friendship, that's fine, but I think it in the way it's done, it's too movie-ish. It's too
It
like
is very movie.
yeah, it's very movie-ish. I think they could have built up to it more gradually, or like dropped more like hints towards it. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I think it's built up to appropriately. The problem is they just shouldn't have done it. Like the fact that it's there, it feels motivated within the character. Like it doesn't feel out of place.
Yeah.
But it does feel too tropey, and they just shouldn't have done it at all.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I
Okay,
think.
that is something that Molly would do. I agree with that. I think that is part of her character. I think the execution's bad.
That's fair. I think, yeah, it is probably just because it feels too, like, I genuinely thought when I was watching this that it was not going to end like that. Because during that first hour, I'm like, oh my God, like, finally there is a representation of female friendship where, like, of course, friendship always comes with its, like, ups and downs and, like, I don't know, arguments or, like, you lose touch for a bit and then you come back together. But I feel like it always ends up being like at the center of the movie, and I'm like, can we just have a movie that just has these two female best friends and the core of it isn't an issue between them, like a
The
fight?
spy who dumped me.
I'm not talking about the spy who dumped me. We're talking about
Her
Booksmart.
issues is what's so good.
That
I
was
feel like
8
I
years
dumped
ago.
me. Oh my God.
But like, I
want
was,
you to raise your rating of that movie.
I don't even know what I gave.
I don't remember either.
You all gave it like a shitty rating.
That's what I was really enjoying.
Fuck you guys.
That's what I was really enjoying about the first half of this movie. And I feel like it's also nice having, like, I feel like it's nice to have two female best friends where one of them is like an open, like, out lesbian, and there isn't this type of, like, I don't know, this thing where it's like, oh, you can't be a lesbian, you're probably in love with your best friend type thing, right?
Right.
Like, it genuinely feels like they're, like, best friends. And, like, I really loved it until they had their fight, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be about this. And it's like, of course their friendship is at the center of it, so it makes sense. But I was just hoping for, I don't know, something that wasn't
that's fair.
that.
I'm gonna be honest. I went into the movie with the expectation that it's gonna be like that tropey type of movie, and with that expectation in mind, I enjoyed it. I think it was fine.
Yeah, because it is a very tropey movie even beyond that.
Yeah.
Because it is also kind of just Superbad and all of these kind of high school movies. Like, we have to go on this adventure and we go meet all these different, go on the different parties.
Molly is Jonah Hill's sister.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, see, there we go. That's a connection to Superbad.
Yeah, no. Like, I think maybe it's just because what I had heard about this movie before was that it was, like, an extremely unique coming-of-age movie. And then I watched it.
Did you?
I had heard that. I mean, I have a friend who enjoys it, and she was like, "Oh, like it's so different and stuff," and like
it's a perfectly enjoyable. I would say I really enjoyed the movie. I think I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun watching it. It's not unique.
I would never describe it as unique.
It isn't,
but it's enjoyable.
It's enjoyable. Yeah.
Yay!
But I think it's maybe just because
positive rating.
No, it is a positive rating. I just wouldn't call it unique, which isn't a bad thing. Like, it's genuinely like, if you think of like movies, like the definite, like that's a movie. It's very much a script with like.
I think I just went in without expectation. So then when that happened, I'm like, oh, so we're not unique.
Yeah,
but like, it's still I enjoyed it too. I did enjoy it. So
I think the characters are. I think it's funny in a lot of parts.
I love the secondary characters, the minor characters. I love Gigi. I love George and Alan.
What was the guy with the boat?
The guy, Jared.
Jared.
Love Jared. Love Argyle from Stranger Things.
I don't know any of these
Oh,
names,
true. He is in the Argyle is in this movie.
I know.
I like
George
Molly
Allen.
Gordon. She's good.
Molly Gordon isn't. She's
Triple A. Yeah.
I wish she was in like real movies.
She's in.
Have you seen Good Boys? That's a good movie.
Wait.
She's in
She's in no, she's not in Bottom.
She's in what is
Ojai.
it? Yes, that's a really good movie.
She's in Ojai. She's in
The Bear.
She is in The Bear.
Whoa.
This is true.
She's in Shiva Baby.
She is. That's
right.
the first movie.
Yeah.
Baby.
I really like Shiva Baby.
Shiva Baby and Booksmart are like the two real movies she's in. I don't know about all this other shit, but
Ojai is
real
good.
movies, I think.
sure.
Yeah.
She's good. I like her. I just wish she would be in like more like actual
Molly
movies,
Gordon's
and not
a
just
lot of
like
fun.
this kind of thing.
She's part of that group of like like Rachel Sennett and like Io and like these
Right.
like
The new up and coming like stars of these kind of like YA
Right,
like, high
exactly.
school kind of movies.
Yeah, and she's great. I think
She's great in this
good.
kind of movie, but I think I don't know, I like her a lot. I think she could do more.
Yeah.
But then also you have who else is in this?
Billie Lourd.
Yeah.
Who I've
Talk
met.
about Billie Lourd.
I met Billie Lourd. I'm just gonna brag about it. we talked, we properly spoke. She's great. I love
like a
her.
full
Gigi.
conversation.
We had a proper conversation. She's great.
Gigi's great.
I love Gigi.
I love Gigi.
I wish she
I
had
liked
more
her.
screen time. She's fun.
No, I think she had the right amount of screen time. I like the whole bit with her of just like popping up everywhere. She just kind of shows up for a
She
little
looks
bit.
a lot. Do you know Leve, the artist?
Yeah.
Do you know what she looks like?
Yeah.
She looks like Leve. Do you think she looks like Leve?
Not
I
really.
think that was similar-ish.
I love George and Alan.
Oh, she's in the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie.
Who?
Billie Lourd.
She is?
She played. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She's also in the Smurfs.
She's in Scream Queens, guys. The best show.
She is in all fake movies. This is really
All the Star Wars.
She's in-
all the
she's in
Star
the
Wars.
3
She's in
sequels.
Ticket to Paradise.
She's not like a character in those movies,
Billionaire
though.
Boys. No, she's just like a background thing.
She's in adulthood.
Anyways, she is in adulthood,
What the
people.
fuck is adulthood?
My debut. That was the one that was filmed here. That's how I met her.
Oh. Is-
He doesn't listen to me.
No,
anyways, no.
Wait, you're in this movie?
Well, as a background.
Is this the
Didn't we watch a clip?
Is that the diner?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's why every time I'm like, guys, I met Billie Lourd. It's that.
He doesn't listen. He
He
know
doesn't
this.
listen to
Hold on.
me.
This is the diner movie where you walk past?
Yeah.
I met her in the diner.
But
I
isn't-
could take you to the diner if you want in Smith Falls.
No, I don't want in Smith. Oh, well, I'm not going to fucking Smith Falls. But no, wasn't that the movie with the bald guy?
Yeah, he was also there. The scene is of the two of them at
Okay,
Dinner.
you're Anthony
and
Kerrigan. Okay,
He's
okay.
also
My
in
bad.
Fatherhood.
My
Great
bad.
movie.
Okay. You gave this movie 2.5 stars.
Yeah, it's a boring movie.
Except for your scene.
Except
which is
for
so exciting.
no, that's
Yeah.
the best part.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That waitress that walks by in the background really steals the show.
Well, no, she's in the background though. It's in front of the camera.
this is true. I'm not
That's true,
blurred.
that's true.
You can fully see my arm.
That's
Yeah, your entire body except for your face. You can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
anyways, yeah, love Billie Lourd.
No, yeah,
She's
Booksmart. Good movie. I like the principle.
That's all we have to say about it.
I don't have much to say about this movie. I just wanted
It's your
to.
recommendation.
I just wanted to rewatch this movie because it's a fun movie.
You can't do that. You can rewatch the movie. You don't
I
have
like
to.
the movie. Listen, it's a good movie. I liked it. I don't know. Do you guys want to talk? This is Olivia Wilde's debut. I think.
Okay.
Did
As a
we say that
director.
as a director?
She
This
made
was shot
Slop.
in like 19 days. I know that.
Really?
Yeah, it was made pretty quickly.
That's
Yeah.
fun. It looks like a really fun movie to shoot. I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Yeah.
Oh, she's coming out with a new movie this year.
Oh, right.
The Invite.
Yeah.
I actually did hear good things about
Yeah,
it.
I want to see
People-
it.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
It's Seth Rogen.
Nothing. It looks like a fine movie. I think I'll enjoy it. It just looks too. It looks like the drama. It looks like those types of movies. It looks like a movie that Hollywood is making a lot of recently.
I think it just looks like Sundance slop, which it is. Like it.
Okay, you know that's a better
It's
way
just
to
a
put it.
Sundance
Sure.
movie.
Yeah. Which is fine, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely her best movie of the two she's had so far.
Olivia
Yeah.
Wilde is in the movie Her.
I don't know if I agree with that.
You like Don't Worry.
I do
More?
remember really liking that. I don't know if I like it more. They're about on the same for
Well,
me.
Alex, you like this. Olivia Wilde is in the movie Rush.
Okay.
She's in Time.
seen
I do
Rush.
know that.
You haven't seen Rush with
I have
Chris
not
Hemsworth?
seen.
No.
I know what it is. I haven't seen it.
No, but you like the
I like the band Rush.
Yeah, it's like the same thing. It's
It is
similar.
exactly the same thing. Yeah.
Anything
But
else?
yeah, no, this is just like.
It's a fun buddy
Yeah.
comedy movie.
Yeah.
And I think their
watch.
chemistry's
Like,
great. I think what's her name? Abby. What's her name?
Abby. Yeah.
Amy?
No, the
Abby and her
actor's name.
fucking golf club.
Oh, Caitlin
Abby.
Deaver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's great.
I do really like her.
I really like her too.
She's really good. I think she's a great
And
actress.
yeah,
I think.
like the chemistry between her and the actress who plays Molly is like so good in this. Like I think
They live together.
genuinely
while
for that first hour, like it's such a good, fun representation of like female friendship. That's so like it's so like wholesome too, and it's just really nice to watch.
It's a fun,
just
senior
fun.
year high school movie, going
Yeah.
to college, that type of era. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's
Like-
bittersweet ending, whatever. It's nice.
I will say I kind of feel like by the end of it I'm like kind of like I feel like what did they even really learn? Like they're like, oh, we're gonna, it's like they learned through this fun night out, and then it's
They
like
prove that they can party.
I guess, but it's kind of like
They learn that even the kids who like have fun also do good in school. So
but
if you
we
just
already
get it,
knew that at the start.
Well, okay,
well,
something.
but then they see it. They see it for themselves.
I guess, yeah.
I guess
They see like, oh, you can like have
You can
fun
do
and then
both.
also
Yeah.
do well in school.
I don't know. Does the
Yeah.
movie ever acknowledge this thing of like, they do well in school because it's kind of like ticking off a checklist of like wanting to be like for Molly, it's wanting to be a lawyer or something, and so they're like, oh no, now we need to party, which is taking another checklist. But do they ever like mention that tension of like, oh, is all we're doing just like ticking boxes? Like, are we not like doing something that we truly want to do? Like, the only reason we're going partying is because other people are partying, and that's something you have to do in high school, which is also the reason why they did well in studies and stuff. So, like, do they mention that? I don't think they do. I don't know. I think that's an interesting thing to address in a movie.
I think a lot of high school movies do work on the assumption that high school is like a very significant, important thing in your life. And it is in the sense that like, it's part of like your formative years and developing as a person.
Yeah.
But like it's it's not like your high school parties you go to are like the most important social events of your life.
Yeah,
They're
like
not.
No, but like no, but like at the time, like when you're in high school, it feels that you're like,
yeah,
oh,
you gotta be included,
Yeah.
You gotta go.
I
Go
feel
crazy.
like
Wake up in a park. Go crazy.
But I think but if it's just the two of them like being friends and like they love their friendship and they love the stuff they do together and they do well in school, I don't think they're missing anything by not going.
They're
to these
not, but I
parties.
think when you're in high school and you see everybody else
means
partying, you're like,
more.
oh wait, I want to be part of that.
I've never had any desire to do any of.
Well,
the
we
shit
know
in this
you
movie.
didn't. we knew.
Sure.
It's fucked up. I'm gonna go with that.
so honest. I have yet to find a movie that actually like feels like, oh yeah, that's kind of like how it was when I went to high school. Like I mean, I didn't go to many high school parties, but like none of them were like that. Let's be so honest. And like I feel like just I mean that's just the nature of like movies. Like, I feel like, high school is always this kind of like, I mean, like it's a coming of age movie. It follows all of the main tropes. It's like, the time of our lives before we move on to
so high
things.
school isn't like, it's not like Project X. That's the whole thing, right? Like, because it creates this image of like, oh, there's crazy high school parties, and not all high schools are like that.
It's
I just don't relate to any of this at all.
No.
To wanting to be included.
No, like I think you can have fun in high school and like get something out of that doesn't involve like the specific type of way that movies like this depict what it means to have a social life in high school.
No,
where for a lot of these movies, it isn't about like having meaningful friendships or doing something you actually enjoy. It's about like engaging in like these very specific social rituals.
Yeah.
Where if you don't do this, then did you really have a social life? In
But
high school?
does that not? Do you not relate to that in any way? In the sense of like everyone in your class is going to a class.
There were
class party
20
or something,
kids at
you know?
his school. Keep that in mind. There weren't enough people for there to be a
But
party.
okay, well, for you guys, do you guys like relate to the fact of like, let's say everyone in your class is going to like a party? Do you not feel like, oh, I should be there because of like?
I would go because my friends would party. It was just like we would.
No,
host
I'm more
things.
talking like, did you ever feel the need in high school to like be included in things for the sake of like wanting to be included in them? Not necessarily because you wanted to like deeply, but like everyone else is doing it, and it feels like a thing you have to do. Type of thing, you know?
I never felt like I had to do anything, but like if my friends, because I'm someone who like I'll just do whatever. Like I'm a very, I feel like easygoing person in that sense. So if my friends are hanging out doing whatever, I would just join them. I never felt pressured into going to whatever. Like if there was ever an instance where I was like, okay, this is too far, I would leave.
Yeah, I don't relate to this for a different reason, where like the groups that I was in high school, we were the ones like planning all the things, so I was automatically involved in all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's why I didn't relate to it, but I guess I can see why somebody would resonate with that.
We weren't losers in high school, so we don't relate to this.
No, like I don't know. At my high school, I feel like, I mean, maybe it's just because I wasn't a part of that group, but like I feel like there weren't really any like parties. At least nothing that like it would be like, oh, almost like the entire, our entire grade is invited to it. Like
you're a fucking loser if you don't go.
Yeah,
like it was never that. Like I feel like at my school there were always kind of like friend groups, and from what I know from like, I don't know, some friends who were closer to those more quote unquote popular groups, it was never really like, hardcore like parties and stuff. It was mostly just like, like medium sized group of people.
You didn't have Knicks parties in high school?
What?
Like Knicks parties in high school?
Yeah,
Did
bush
you have
parties. We had bush parties.
The closest I had to like a party.
Bush parties?
Bush parties?
Where you like, because I'm from like the woods.
Okay.
We would go into a bush, the woods, and have a party there.
Oh, like a literal bush party.
It's a bush party,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I know you who live in the city don't understand that concept.
I thought you were referring to something else.
Oh.
I was like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, but no, like, for my high school, like, it was never really, like, a huge, like, house party. My parents aren't home, come over. Like, it was never really like that. And I feel like there was never really kind of a popular group that everybody was like, oh, I wish I was friends with them and stuff. Yeah. At least not me. And I feel like, I don't know, even the quote-unquote popular groups were kind of just, I don't know, people that everybody knew rather than people that like,
Yeah.
oh, I looked up to them, I really wanted to
A
hang
lot
out
of
with
these
them.
high school like movie stereotypes don't exist in real life.
They
I
don't at
think.
all.
No, but they
And
still
so-
act like these things are the most important things for every high schooler.
And they aren't. Like, I never went to any of those. I mean, like, there was never really
We
any of those
we talked
big...
about this like with the Disney original movies where it creates this like
This is
strange.
almost
Yeah.
indistinguishable from
Yeah.
that.
Like, it does. It creates this kind of tension where it's like, you need to have a boyfriend. You need to go to all these parties. And it's like, no, you don't. Like, nobody actually... Like, I can bet I had 20 times more fun in high school just hanging out with my friends in, like, our small groups than I would if... I don't know, for some reason, one of the popular kids at my school had invited everybody to a house party. Because I'm sure if I had went there, I would probably just hang around that same group of friends.
God, you're such a
Like,
loser.
it's like, no,
Ugh.
it's like, maybe it's just how it was at my high school. Like, I feel like a lot of people, we all kind of, like, in our grade, we all kind of knew each other. Like, we knew each other's names and stuff, but we had our own respective groups. And it was kind of like... It made sense to just stick with those groups.
So
like, you knew
wouldn't,
people.
Like backflip into a pool, and, like, chug like.
Can you
beer.
imagine Sam doing that?
You wouldn't do that?
No,
God,
you
yeah.
wouldn't eat like
But
a
it's just
chili
like-
pepper and then pour milk all over you.
No.
Like, you can do these things and go to these parties, but you can't act like if you didn't do that, then like you didn't
Yeah,
even have a
no.
social life. You're
Yeah.
a loser with your friend doing
that's
nothing.
What these
Exactly.
movies do, I guess.
It's
And they never
like-
address it
This is so
though.
dumb.
But they never address it. You know, they never say like, "Oh, we don't need these things." I thought that's what this
Yeah.
movie would do. I thought that
No.
the lesson of this movie would be like, "Hey, we did these parties. I feel the same. I just like you as a friend. Let's just hang out and
No,
like
you have
know."
to hang out with all these like upper middle class white people at these big like house parties.
And the boats.
And if you don't do that, then you're a fucking loser with no life.
Yeah, I wish the movie, even though this is also cliche, I wish the movie had an ending of like, you know what, Amy, let's just go to the library and read Virginia.
They
Woolf
go
or something.
get pancakes.
Like this should have been like Heather's.
I haven't seen Heather.
Well, I'm just thinking because
I don't know what that is.
Veronica and Heather's, her best friend, is like, I just want to go. Can we go watch The Princess Bride again, like at home? And she's like, no, I gotta join the Heathers. And she's like, oh. And then she's like, at the end, she's like, let's go watch The Princess Bride again. And her friend's like, yay.
Yeah,
happy
It's like that was.
Nah,
wasn't
that's
worth-
bullshit, man. You
Okay,
gotta party.
man.
Fuck bullshit.
No.
I agree with
Alright.
I want
Molly.
to go home and watch my movie.
Final ratings.
Mhm.
I can start.
Go ahead.
I have it as a 7. I liked it.
Mm.
There's better movies out there. Better comedy movies.
You said the same thing about Do the Right
Yeah,
Thing.
you
You can't
said
just keep
like,
saying
yeah.
that.
There's better movies.
There's better
out
movies until we get to Book of Eli. That is the better movie.
It doesn't get better than that.
I don't know. 7 out of 10. I liked it.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was enjoyable.
I saw it when it came out, and I gave it like an 8, and this rewatch I gave it a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I still like it, but I think it just doesn't stand out as much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maybe it's just because
exactly.
I've seen more movies like this since then that I like more. As far as high school movies go, you know, it's like kind of mid, but it's still fun.
It's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
So you don't complain that he just said basically
'Cause
what I
I'm
comparing
said.
comparing
That's
it to
different.
movies of the same type. You're just saying, well, there's better
There's
movies
better-
out there.
You're saying there's just better movies.
You can say there's better. There are
There's
a lot
better
of movies like
comedy
Booksmart.
movies.
There's no movie like Do the Right Thing.
Right.
Like, name one movie. That's even.
Well,
my
I
opinion.
don't know.
Right. So like, it doesn't
Name
make
a single
sense.
movie
Name
right now.
one movie.
Blades of Glory. It's just like Do the Right Thing.
That's
Um,
true.
I'm
That
in
is true.
between like a 6 or a 7 for this. I give this
Oh.
a 7.
Nice.
I think it's a
Okay.
lot of fun. I think it's a fun movie.
I'm also giving it a 7.
Wow.
I think it's really good. I enjoyed it. I mean, it
Well,
has
all
the
in
same
agreement.
issues that I feel with a lot of like these types of coming of age, like high school movies, where it's like there are parts of it that I enjoy more than a lot of those coming of age movies, but I just wish it was a bit.
What did
Right.
you give The Spy Who Dumped Me? What did you give The Spy Who Dumped Me?
I don't remember.
That was
If it was
20
lower,
episodes
if
ago.
it
Just
was
let it
lower
go.
than a
Like,
7, I'm gonna get
I
upset.
feel like I
What do these
literally
movies have in common? What do
Female
these games-
friendship. She was criticizing the female friendship in this movie because they fight.
No, but
they
I-
do not fight in
I
The
swear
Spy
we
Who Dumped
The
literally
rest
Me.
of the
talked
Spy Who
about
Dumped Me
this.
is terrible.
I know.
I feel like we literally talked about this.
This
I'm
movie
saying
is
if her
good.
main
Okay.
critique in this movie is that they fight, then if they don't fight in The Spy Who Dumped
What
Me,
about the
that's
rest
less...
of the movie?
Yeah, you have to think about
But-
the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
And there's other things that happen in the Spy Who Dumped
Also,
Me that
the
are
main
bad.
focus of the movie, it goes beyond their friendship. It's like other shit. Isn't it like the love
feel like
interest
the
and all that? Like,
Yeah, that was our other complaint. Was
Yeah.
that like it was ultimately just about like finding the love?
because they're like
interest.
making out
I
underneath a
feel
tunnel
like
or
the
something
main
at
thing
the end.
is the friendship, then there's the action and all that.
I think the main
The
thing is the
action's
love
bad.
interest because that's the point of the movie at the very end.
Yeah, and the love interest is
Whatever.
bad. And the action is bad. And the comedy is bad.
You're whatever.
This
acting is
movie,
bad.
I think Booksmart.
Sam, you're entitled to your opinions. It's fine.
I think Booksmart's a very cliche, tropey movie, but purely for like the chemistry between the two leads, I think I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
Like they're really good in
good.
this movie. It's a lot of fun to watch. They're funny.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it's definitely not
Right.
even close to my favorite like high school movies, which
No.
isn't even a genre I like that much.
I'm not a big
No.
fan either.
I
There's others I
really
like way
the
more.
day that I find a high school movie that genuinely felt like when I was in high school, I'm gonna be actually like I feel like it's difficult, but I don't know.
I like movies.
Oh
Who's
God,
that
no.
one?
Here are some high school movies. So how about
Let's
But
find
high school
connections
isn't really
now.
like
This has
the.
been
I mean,
going
like a
on
high
for
school
bit.
movie that like the focus is high school.
how about
You know?
Ferris
Right.
Bueller's Day Off?
No.
How
What?
about Back to the Future?
That's a high school movie?
Like he's in high
I
school.
guess technically.
Okay,
No,
so
I
it's
mean
in
like
high
I mean like
school,
a
that's-
movie where high school is like most of the
Perks of being
plot-
a wallflower.
That's a
No.
good one. I like that.
Ezra Miller?
All right, connections.
Fuck. How do you connect this?
I think the obvious connection is that they're both about like a community of people and like the neighborhood and like, exploring the neighborhood and going kind of do these different parts of the
That's
town
true.
and meeting these
Yeah,
different people.
sure.
It's a good connection.
There's pizza in both of the movies.
True. I do like the one guy in Booksmart in the Uber who's like pitching them his film idea or something. That was funny.
Oh, with the pregnant lady.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
okay.
was good.
Yeah.
I had like
The
that
principal.
exact experience of someone pitching me a movie idea in an Uber.
Really? What was the movie? Do you remember?
Yeah, he was picking me up from campus, and so he was just like, what are you doing? I said, I'm in film studies. And he's like, oh, I've got this great idea for a documentary about my life. And he just like kept talking about it.
See, I would love to
Was it
have
good?
conversations like that.
Well, it was just like, he was basically describing a vlog. And I told him, like, maybe you should just like upload to YouTube. And he's like, oh, that's a really smart idea.
Wait, what'd you
Oh
say?
my God.
YouTube? What'd you say?
It was great.
God, I feel like the strangest experiences or conversations always happen in an Uber.
Yeah.
How many
There
Ubers
was
just
this
flirt
one
with
guy
me?
who like just kind of basically
That's what you get for being a woman.
okay, man.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude.
No, there was one
I
time
get-
this guy was just kind of like not trauma dumping, but just telling me about his life. He's like, yeah, like I've had a hard life and stuff, and like I don't know if I'm ever gonna find love. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's so good.
And then at the end, he was like, I won't ever see you again, but I hope you have a good
Oh.
life. And I'm like,
Oh, no,
okay.
man.
It's so beautiful. I love having conversations with like Uber drivers.
I do
Oh
too.
my
It's
God.
so
I
interesting.
did too. It is.
Yeah, it's like a little like slice of life thing. Like for like
Yeah.
20, like 10 minutes, you're like getting
One-
your entire life.
One time we were in an Uber and we were getting an Uber from campus, and then the guy in the Uber was like, oh, what are you guys studying? And he just says psychology.
Bruh.
Yeah, I liked them all the time just for fun, and because they
That's
asked me
true,
like, "Oh, what do you
actually.
do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, like sociology." And they're like, "You know what's funny about sociology?" And then they talk about sociology. I'm like, "That's great."
Yeah. And he was like, oh, are you going to read my mind?
Oh my God, I fucking hate when people say that. That's the first thing that people say to me after I study psychology. Do you know what I'm thinking of right now? No!
I'm sorry, I forget.
I can't!
Didn't you did cockside? Did you not?
I did for a bit.
Oh, and then you switched. I thought it was the other way around.
No. You fool.
So you should be able
Something
to read
different
minds.
every year.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Love a good Uber driver
Mm.
experience.
See-
Except when they're really weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as a man, I like
Yeah,
it.
I
feel
never
like
get flirted
as
in.
women.
There are times where I
Yeah.
get just
I could tell you so
Terrified.
many stories.
And
I
just
wish
wanna
I
go
would get
home.
flirted with. Like,
No.
I never have that.
Don't say
I
that.
need a creepy Uber driver to flirt with
Don't
me.
say that. Don't
You guys
say
are
that.
lucky. God.
Don't say
Women are so
that.
lucky. They get flirted with all the time.
Yeah, God.
Did I tell you one of my Uber drivers? He stalked me and found me on LinkedIn.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
You're so lucky.
I would never do that with me.
God, I wish that were me.
Oh my god!
That's good.
That's scary. What
Texted me
the
being
fuck?
like, "Oh, it's your guilty Uber driver."
What?
Like, he DM'd me on LinkedIn.
You're
being
guilty Uber
Yeah,
driver?
and then he had the emoji, like... I don't know.
Oh my god.
You're guilty.
I don't know. I don't
You
fucking
should tell
know.
them you're 17 years old or something.
Jesus
See how they
Christ.
respond.
Yeah. Another one. I feel like I told you this story. Another one, like, I was in Toronto, and I was like, the day after Valentine's Day. Okay, this is...
Oh no.
Oh god.
So, did I tell you this?
I think so.
Okay, so I'm in Toronto, and it's, like, snowy outside, and, like, he literally, like, couldn't drive properly. It's like he, like, hit the curb 50,000 times, and it was green, and the light was green, and he was parked because he was just staring at me the whole time, and, like, through the mirror. And then, like, at the end, he starts talking to me, and he's like, oh, what did you do on Valentine's Day? And I was like, or whatever. And then he was like, so you got a boyfriend? I'm like, I should have said yes.
Yeah.
My go-to now is I say I'm a lesbian.
Yeah,
and
you should say you have a girlfriend.
Immediately they stop.
Mhm.
Anyways, eventually he keeps on talking, and then he like in the glove compartment thing, he pulls out this like toy bear. He's like, I want to give this to you. And then
What
he
the
asks me
fuck?
for his number at the very end.
Ew. Oh my god.
I never get bears.
I should have took it for you.
Yeah.
I'll say I'll give this to my
Oh,
friend.
you didn't even
Jesus
accept
Christ.
it.
No, I'm not taking your... I was also going somewhere. I didn't have, like, a bag. I'm not just gonna have this random bear with me.
Oh
When
my
you-
Maybe
when
you
you
would
said
have asked
no,
that your
what
Uber
did you
driver
say?
gave it to you.
Well, I said no and I left the car.
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ.
But no, Uber drivers are great. They're fun.
Wow.
No, yeah, Alex is right. It's a different experience for
Yes,
you
it
guys compared
is.
to
It is.
like guys. So
Every single time that they
That is generally true of most things, not just
it
Uber.
is.
Yeah.
It is. That is true.
No, anytime I'm in an Uber, it's always like if they don't say anything, I'm like, thank God. Like I love a good quiet Uber ride.
Yeah.
Like you know,
Aw,
I feel like they always try to like make conversation, which like is fine. But then it's like it always leads into I don't know some weird conversation. They'll make a weird comment. I'm like, please stop. Just
Yeah.
get me home,
Well,
please.
I remember there used to be times where like Sam and I would get an Uber and like I'd get dropped off first and then the Uber driver would take her home and she'd text me when she'd get home like, oh, the Uber driver was like telling me like saying this about you or something like, oh,
Yeah.
like, oh, you have like you're like lucky or something like whatever.
Yeah,
something,
there was
something.
one time we were in an Uber and like he had gotten out first and he was driving and he was like, oh, is that your boyfriend? And I'm like, yes. And he's
Yeah.
like, whoa, like he seems like he really loves you.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
stuff
okay.
like that.
You know, if he like hits you or anything, you can always
Exactly, yeah.
Oh my god. I think it was literally that same Uber driver that was like telling me about how his love life is a mess. He was like, oh, like, you know, your boyfriend seems like he really loves you. Yeah, you know, I don't have luck like that. Like, just like...
These conversations don't happen when I'm in the car.
No, they don't.
What did he think was gonna come of that? Then she'd be like, "Oh wow,
Wait,
I'm
let
really
me leave
in love
him.
with this guy.
Yeah, wait, let me leave this
Yeah.
guy.
I'll help you with your
Yeah,
love
no.
life, sir."
And I remember he had asked, like, oh, how long had you guys been dating? And it hadn't been that long that we were dating, and I said 5 years. Because I was like, we are committed. Do not say a word.
We're
He's like,
actually
well, if
engaged.
you said like 4 months, hold on, there might be a chance here. You know?
Oh my god.
No, it's
Uber
great. We love
drivers
Uber
are
drivers. Shout
Yeah.
God.
out. Booksmart.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
there are like Lyft. There's a Lyft driver.
Is
yeah.
this true Lyft? Is
That
this
doesn't
What?
connect
Supposed
to...
to be connections.
No,
Well,
to
we just
Uber,
talked
Uber
about it.
drivers. Ubers and Lyft.
Have you used Lyft?
I use
Oh.
both actually, because sometimes one's cheaper than
Which
the
one do
other.
you prefer?
I
In
think-
terms of driver conversation.
Oh.
Driver conversation.
Which one do all the creepy men use?
I think
because that's what he
Uber.
wants to get.
I
in.
think
Give me the creepy.
Oh my god.
I think Uber. I think.
Okay.
Jeez.
I mean, I
Like,
assume
Lyft-
Uber has more drivers.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for listening.
No, yeah.
everyone.
No more connections.
I
Oh,
really have
man.
no idea.
Is there
Both
a
in the
radio?
summer.
Is there a radio in this movie?
I was gonna literally say that.
You know, Spike Lee's a big Knicks fan, and in Booksmart they go to Knicks.
You're so right.
You know what? We'll wrap it. That's a good connection.
There's police at the climax of the story.
Oh, you know
That's
what? That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really it. Tell us your strangest Uber experience.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
stay
have
fresh.
so many.
Stay fresh.